Design impact-driven development built around sports, culture, and connection. That is why we're building ZARIA Court. ZARIA Court is an urban development brand with a focus on community, hospitality, sports, and culture. We are leveraging Africa's booming sports economy by creating ecosystems where people can convene and compete, play, and stay. ZARIA Court is a place for athletes and artists and their fans, creating a dynamic, mixed-use hub of creative entrepreneurship that we are launching in the heart of Kigali and taking across the continent. We are architects of an African Renaissance, and we invite you to build with us. Welcome to ZARIA Court. Paul Kagame, ministers, as we say in Africa, all protocol observed. This is remarkable. I hate that this whole week, is full of emotions, full of, it comes out that, we're believing in ourselves and believing in Africa even more. And I want to say a big thank you to all our partners. I want to say thank you to Andrew. You've been incredible in driving this force here. Our partners, investors, have been supportive, and to my family, to come here, travel, do all these things, it's tough, but we keep grinding and we get the beautiful support that we need from our family. Kyle, Kunle, you guys are warriors, Levi, everybody that is part of this. To RDB, the Bank of Kigali, everybody that has been mentioned today, I want to commend you, Your Excellency, for how people do business here. It is first class. It's always help. It's always how do we solve the problem, which is how things are supposed to be done in this world, and we truly appreciate this. Yesterday, if you take it in layers, yesterday we built a basketball court at Shalom Center and Agahozo Shalom, and that's community work, right? That's giving back to the community and giving people hope. And then last night we were at the opening of the Giants of Africa Festival, and you saw all these youth, and that's development, right? You want to develop this youth, their thinking, how they grow, and what they see, and that's another stage. Then we come to this stage in Africa, which is the economic value of what we're trying to do. We have to stop seeing sports as recreation on the continent. We have to see it as competition, and we have to see it as a business. So when His Excellency had this vision of the arena, you think about 5 years ago, and having that vision to build this arena, and what comes in the ecosystem, and then renovating that incredible stadium, and then what's around it. So when I think of Scotiabank, when I think of LA Life, when we think of all these places where we play professional sports, it's a money driver, it's revenue generating. Money is breathing every day. How are we feeding all these people? How are we building our economy through sport? And I'll talk about through sport a little bit, because here is a leader that has given us an opportunity with something where, to be honest, we've been put aside. We're always put aside in sports, right? They bring people that don't know how to manage sports, that don't have any Intel, Vision, don't want to study. A lot of these people on the continent don't even see it. You think about this, just think about this now. Accra, Nairobi, and I hate to call it out like this, but I have to. Accra, Nairobi, Abidjan, even Johannesburg, Lagos, Abidjan, no arena, none. Yeah, think about it. It would be like saying that there's no arena in Miami, Toronto, Chicago, New York, name it. Yeah. So this is vision in here by this arena, by this vision of this president here. And it's what we're talking about. We need this. Yeah, we need this on our continent because it's going to make us grow. So I'll give you this little example. So pardon me, please. So our Scotiabank Arena naming rights changed from Air Canada Centre to Scotiabank Arena, and we signed this huge deal. How many millions? You know, this is money you're generating. You call our arena now, and you want to book a concert, or you want to book anything, and they tell you maybe you can come in 2026 or 27. They give you dates then. Yeah, this is how much business is driving conferences, sports events, hockey events, concerts, everything that generates money, food and beverage going on. It's incredible. Yeah, sweets, hospitality, all those things. We don't have them in Africa, and we have the people and the talent. Yeah, and I say Africa's biggest jewel, it's our talent. Yeah, if we have the talent, then why can't we have, we have the education, why can't we have the smarts, the vision to think about this? And why do we keep getting neglected in sports? Yeah, because think about NCAA basketball. Yeah, universities, they all have arenas. Think about how much they're generating with those games, fans, people that come and support. Yeah, think about the Premiership. And while we're thinking about all of this, all these leagues are being served now by Africans. And when I say served, you go to every Premiership team, you go to every NCAA team, and by the way, you go to every American football team. American football is not played here on the continent here. You go look behind the jerseys, it's Africans. It's African names. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And why can't we build it here? So we talk about it, but we want to do it. And what this man is doing here is doing it. It's not talking, it's doing it. We want to give opportunity to those youth we all saw yesterday. And that's why we've had this thought of ZARIA Court and how this is going to become a huge ecosystem here. And we're going to build revenue, we're going to serve this nation, we're going to build sports as we go, we're going to encourage all other businesses, we're going to innovate, we're going to have incubations, all those things for us. Think about a Nike pop-up store here. Why can't we have that? Think about an NBA pop-up store here. Why can't we have that? Think about a Louis Vuitton pop-up store here. Why can't we have that? Why can't, when we finish those games here, we come to restaurants here, we come to sports bars here, we hang out, we make money, and we build the economy, and we grow, and we encourage. That's what we want to do here in Africa, because we believe in ourselves, we believe in all these smart people, and we believe in the vision of our incredible leader and leaders. This is what we're talking about here. So, without any further ado, I would like to welcome His Excellency, President of Africa, but me, Andrew, my family, everybody this opportunity, Andrew's family, the Bar League that comes over here. You've built us in a way that we are absolutely proud of, and we can move, talk confidence like anything. You have no idea. So without further ado, I'd like you to stand up and welcome His Excellency. Thank you.
And the many guests here, including Masai's family and other families around. First of all, I want to welcome you here and to let you know you are our family as well, the family of Rwanda, so you are most welcome anytime. You know, Masai and the words are just spoken. Above all, he is a doer, he does things, and testament to that is what we are experiencing here. Between him and I, there is only one regret that goes around, but that is at his expense. He has failed to convert me to support Hole, the team he leads, Toronto Raptors. But it's not because he didn't try, or it's just because the time he brought the conversation up, I was already absorbed in supporting another team somewhere. So, but I said, okay, if it is to have two, I add the Toronto Raptors, but first will always be my Golden State Warriors. So, sorry to bring that up, but but that's the way it is. But otherwise, we're really grateful that we have been able to work together, and many things have happened, including now this one that is court and the whole ecosystem built around it, as you said. And it doesn't stop here. It spreads across Rwanda, the region, and our continent. Masai has told many stories about meeting we had in Toronto when he invited me to go and watch the All-Star game, and how that resulted into building the arena. And you know, from that time, Masai, when the arena here was opened, many African leaders, many of whom have visited here and actually visited the arena itself, and they have left saying they are going to build even bigger arenas than our own. And I encourage them to do that. I tell them, after all, you have more and more reasons to do that. Please go ahead and do it. So it starts with one thing, then it keeps spreading. Well, of course, they promised, I'm still following them and nudging them and say, what happened? You promised you are going to build a big arena in your country, and so we want to see it coming up. But I'm just talking about the beginning of the story, a very good story, and how, in a way, it might have been slow in different places on different aspects, but I think it's been growing and to grow, and I think there is a lot more to come than we have already seen. So we just promise as a country we'll do our best. Our best may not be good enough, but we'll keep trying. But having you as friends and as partners, I think it will grow and we will be at the point where we want to be in terms of growing. First, identifying, there's a lot to do in terms of identifying talent around and growing that. And the potential is enormous. It is actually limitless. There is a lot that can be nurtured and grown here in our continent. And that connects with many other things, other sectors. And you know, it's not a secret how in Africa, sports is a big thing. The poor, the rich, everyone is just connecting with that every day, every moment. And that helps the spirit to grow even in other areas of development. Therefore, it will grow the infrastructure, it will grow the economies, it contributes to tourism, does many things. So this is not just as we see it, it's much, much bigger than what is seen by the eyes. And I wanted to thank you, MASAI, Andrew, and everyone who has been supporting you as part of your teams. So again, I wanted to emphasize that here you should all feel at home. You're most welcome. Thank you very much.